and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Here's Jackson. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. Where do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot, because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Jonathan Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And this is what you got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. Kadarius Toney, touchdown Giants. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
They'll go play action. Howell out to his left. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Off play action. It's Howell. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Howell, another throw on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum. by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Howell. Got his target, Samuel. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Gibson. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Commanders are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
To throw on 3rd down, Jones.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much, because as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
They go play action with Howell. Rolling to his left.
He'll dump that off to Gibson, complete.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Howell now to throw it. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense, because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Howell. And he comes back with one complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So here we go, 4th down. Howell. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got it. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
From the 27, Jones. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He came through with a nice pass break up there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Jones. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Throw right side, going to be caught by Seals Jones. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice game.
Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. If you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here pulled in by Galladay.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Going quickly out to the right side. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
Jones throwing on first down. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. CD, when he went to throw that, I'm not sure if he just didn't see where the defense was. Whatever the case, not the throw you're looking for on 1st and goal.
Not at all, because, look, let's face it, that close to the goal line, if you throw an interception, is going to hurt on any down. But really, the only down you can kind of live with is if you do it on 4th down. The first 3, if you don't have it wide open, just get rid of it. Make sure they can't get it, and live to fight another down. First and goal, and you throw the pick. Not good at all.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. One last shot before the break. Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Throwing here, Howell. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Gibson on the read option. He'll get this to about the 38.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
And Jones going to keep once more.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Not a lot of success to be found there.
You got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away.
And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it.
On the move to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
2nd and 10, Howell. This one left side caught by Gibson.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. Got an open man, finds Gibson. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball with the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Big play from a big man. Kayvon Thibodeau off the edge and dropping him behind the line.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Howell flushed out right.
And this one too low.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Sly able to put this one through.
And with it, they have taken the lead. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block.
All the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Chase Young
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now Jones. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Chase Young, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be fielded at the 17. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing Jones. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juice. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jack Rabbit Jenkins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And Howe will throw it. Touchdown, Washington. Jahan Dotson from 8 yards out. And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
By rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Jones now on 1st and 10. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now when they're running...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Giants first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Here's Jones. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. Now Jones. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Barton, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
This is caught. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Gano the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So there is still time, a little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick.
And this will be recovered by Washington, and that should just about do it.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants will take over possession here up at the 44.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by Benjamin St. Juste. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Faking the handoff. Howell.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Completes it to Samuel. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
And they go play action with Howell.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing.